Mueller took everyone by surprise with a shocking announcement about impeachment. Robert Mueller's rigged witch hunt has been building up to this moment. He's been lurking in the shadows for months, snooping through every aspect of Donald Trump's life. But he just took everyone by surprise with this shocking announcement about impeachment. Robert Mueller set to deliver findings after midterms. Bloomberg News rocked Washington with a report that Mueller was set to submit his findings after the election. It will include his final report on whether he found any evidence of Russian collusion or obstruction of justice. Bloomberg claimed Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein is pressing Mueller to wrap up his investigation. Critics argue it has gone on too long. Mueller terrorized Trump and his associates for nearly 18 months. And he did not produce even one indictment for collusion. Congressman reveals Mueller's real plan. Texas Congressman Louis Gohmert appeared on Fox News to discuss this leak. Gohmert asserted that Mueller leaked this information to help the Democrats in the midterm election. "There's no way they're going to wrap this up before the election. They need this to help the Democrats in the election," Gohmert began. He continued, "Why in the world do you have to release a statement saying you're pretty well through, you're coming out with a report right after the election? To affect the election, that's all Mueller cares about." Gohmert believes Mueller knows he is in trouble. Mueller wants to tip the election in the Democrats' favor so they don't investigate his abuses of power. If he can help the Democrats take the majority in the House, then some of his potential crimes can go unobserved and uninvestigated, Gohmert declared. So, he's wanting to make the Trump administration just as difficult as possible. He's still got some revenge motive, because the president didn't appoint him to be head of the FBI, again. So, he's leaking that now to try to affect the election, he said. Mueller knows his scheme to frame Trump failed. Gohmert also said that Mueller decided to leak this now so Democrats can prepare for his report to disappoint them. Gohmert explained, by giving information out earlier about not having indictments, particularly of the president himself, that's trying to prepare the Democrats so they won't be as mad at Mueller as he's afraid they're going to be, but there's just nothing there. So he's doing two things trying to prepare the Democrats: don't be mad at me, we just hadn't found stuff and can't indict, and, then, at the same time, they're not going to have any bad report on obstruction. They're not going to have any evidence, hard evidence of collusion between the president and the Russians, that was between Hillary's folks, he stated. Gohmert concluded, so they're leaking information about a report, that's about as much damage as they can to the Trump administration, and they're doing everything they can to hurt him. But it stands to reason that Rod Rosenstein would want Mueller to wrap it up because collusion with Russia was a fake news hoax story all along. We will keep you up to date on any new developments in this ongoing story.